from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's CAPACHiii Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
Now,
for the Bengals defense, out to go to work here. Sensational a week ago in the victory. And the one we'll be watching is this man at linebacker.
and he really played well last week. This whole defense did, as a matter of fact. Anytime you can hold your opponent under 10 points, you've got a great chance to come away with a victory, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Patterson. This one deep for Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's now 3rd and
Here we go.
13.
Blue 32. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They've got the upper hand in terms of field position as this drive starts inside the offense's 10-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
You see the numbers in last week's game for Warren. 17 carries, 64 yards.
As always, priority number 1 for them is to secure the win this week. But priority number 2, this guy right now who is 6th in the league in rushing. They want to give him that push to get him into the top 5 and really earn their status of being one of the best ground games in the NFL, as well as him being one of the lead backs, too.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So the Cincy defense set to go to work here. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down.
Smith ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready?
2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Check right.
Back to throw. Patterson. And here's Freiermuth again. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals 3-yard
line.
And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Ready. Hut, go. Set.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. And they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Patterson. Over the middle of Mari Cooper. It's complete. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And the Steelers first down.
Check.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Check.
On again, it's Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake. Patterson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a long.
The Cincy defense set to go to work here. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
He gets that one complete to Wicks.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
Here we go,
3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Geno Stone on the coverage.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago, so this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession.
Ready, ready.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team.
The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They hold the lead here in this third quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here.
Striker, 3-3.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff for Warren.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. That's Cooper.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down.
Come on, set.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield.
That is incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Oh, look at the juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Set, hut. Ready.
Looking to throw. Patterson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Set, ready. 50, green.
Back to throw. Patterson.
That's complete to Wilkes. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Patterson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down.
Patterson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Amari Cooper, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Ready, set.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Amari Cooper.
The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They're locked in a tight one. Tie game, 4th quarter. So coming up with a stop here, vital as this drive begins 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red, set, go. Hut.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Come on, set. Set.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Quick, yellow.
They'll run it. Warren.
Jalen Warren, the ball carrier. Logan Wilson on the tackle. A gain of only a yard.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They've got a tall task here in the final minute of a tie game. They've got to find a way to either come up with a takeaway or find some way to get this game to overtime.
Down. 50, ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Patterson.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Here we go.
Steelers.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
Let's go. 45, wide.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage by Cam Taylor.
The Cincy defense set to go to work here. And if they can put the clamps down on this drive, they can get out of here with the overtime victory. So a big sequence forthcoming.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Patterson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
Here we go, set.
On 4th down, Patterson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half.